friends, welcome to the retelling of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So get out your papers, press pause. If you need to go get your stuff, don't forget you're going to need both sheets. You're going to need scissors, a glue stick, or some glue. All right, let's get started. First, of course, we're going to be coloring. Now, yesterday when we were doing the Three Pigs retelling and some music, I played a story. It's a bedtime story about the big bad wolf learns anger management. So I continue that. Yesterday, just to remind you, he was just talking about the story, okay? So as it happens about how the three pigs built their houses and stuff like that. So we're gonna leave on from there. So he's already kind of told most of the story of the big bad wolf and the three bears. So again, the big bad wolf learns anger management. Oh good, hopefully he won't be so angry.
So he huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed some more. And this time he blew the largest gust of wind he'd ever created. So mighty that the soft white clouds in the sky blew away great white ships sailing across the wide ocean. But again, the brick house was unfazed. Well, the wolf certainly wasn't going to be defeated like that. So, he got up on the roof of the brick house and slid down the chimney. Now, the traditional version of this story doesn't end well for our friend, the big bad wolf. But what if that wasn't how the story really ended? Perhaps, contrary to popular belief, the story of the Big Bad Wolf and those three indignant pigs continues on to an even greater adventure. Perhaps indeed goes a little something like this. When the wolf slid down the chimney, ready to surprise the three little pigs, he instead found them waiting for him on the other side of an iron screen. Realizing that he was stuck, the wolf tried everything he could think of to escape, but without any luck. He started huffing and puffing, and even started to recite his mantra. I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll... But just then, the youngest pig interrupted his theatrics. The wolf was taken aback, as no one had ever stood up to him, especially mid-huff and puff. He practically forgot how mad he was as he heard the little pigs counting. 5, 6, 7, 8. Distracted, he felt his anger slipping away. The young bright pig added, "Now take a deep inhale." And the wolf, mostly out of curiosity, did as suggested, taking another deep breath in. This time, the young pig counted along with the inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wolf felt a strange feeling setting in, one of almost relaxation. But this didn't feel quite right to the wolf. He didn't know how to act if he wasn't angry. Pigs were delighted to see the wolf growing calm and relaxed. "Mr. Wolf," said the youngest pig, "we'd like to let you out of the fireplace, but only on one condition." The big bad wolf was skeptical, worried that the pigs might be pulling one over on him. But the pigs surprised him yet again, adding, "We'd like to teach you something that you might find useful. We'd like to teach you anger management." You see, the youngest pig had once been known to have a bit of a temper himself, and it was by learning the techniques of anger management that he himself had discovered how to process his emotions in a healthy way. It was, in fact, none other than wise old Mother Pig who had taught him how to manage his anger many years ago. The middle pig opened the iron gate to the fireplace, and the wolf saw no hint of fear, in the eyes of the three little pigs. Instead, he saw compassion. Disarmed, the big bad wolf took in surroundings. It was a quaint brick home, cozy as can be, with a stack of firewood and a painting of Mother Pig hung above the fireplace. The three little pigs stood before the wolf, gazing back at him with their eyes crinkling up at the corners as they smiled with sincerity. Maybe it was all the huffing and puffing. Maybe it was counting and deep inhales. But for the first time, the wolf felt true warmth towards the sweet pigs, who showed him nothing but acceptance and understanding. "Let's do it," the wolf agreed wholeheartedly. For deep down, he had grown tired of only being known as the big bad wolf. It could be pretty lonely at times. "For the next lesson," said the bright pig, "we'll meet in the meadow by the stream under the evening shade of the giant oak tree." And who could argue with an invitation so nice? So the youngest pig and his two brothers led the wolf out of the home of red brick and into the field of green grass. They arrived at the stream, which trickled along as the water washed over the stones. They sat under the evening shade of the giant oak tree as the glorious meadow rambled beyond, its daisies swaying in the breeze. Once they were seated in a circle, each on a stump of wood, the young pig continued his lesson. "The first step is to catch yourself, right when you're getting angry," he explained. "Can you describe how your body feels when you become angry?" "Certainly. It's a feeling I know very well," answered the wolf. "I feel hot. My paws clench up, and my jaw gets tense. It feels quite unpleasant." "Yes," agreed the pig. "So, catch yourself whenever you start to feel those sensations. Then, you can use controlled breathing to relax. Let's try that together." The wolf breathed in once again to the count of 4, and then breathed out with a slow and steady count of 8. He began to relax, stretching his ribs and the sides of his waist, and rolling his neck back and forth. He pointed and stretched his paws, and reached his legs out straight. He felt his shoulders relaxing down and releasing away from his scruffy ears. His chest was opening up instead of folding in. He felt light and easy, and he could even hear birds chirping away in the sunny sky. When he paid attention to breathing in and out, he felt his anger melt away, leaving him with a sense of presence and peace.
All right, we'll stop our story there. I'm so glad he's starting to calm down and relax. Oh, I even kind of felt relaxed when they were talking about the breathing. I was doing it myself, and it always makes me feel better, especially if I'm nervous for anything or angry. It's always good to count and deep breathe. All right, so if I went a little too fast for you, just pause it, finish your coloring, and then come back. All right, and press play. All right, but if you're ready, go ahead and get out your scissors and start cutting just like we did the other ones, and then we'll put it in order. Yeah, I do like that version of the Three Little Pigs. It's so nice that, you know, even though you're mad, there's things that you can do, or if you're scared or if you're sad, you know, just go take some deep breaths, maybe count. And then you just wait. Your body does calm down. And then you're able to think straight. And maybe you're like, oh gosh, maybe I'm not so mad anymore. Or maybe I'm not so sad anymore. Or maybe I'm not so nervous. Maybe it's not so bad. I always like to do that. All right, cutting on these lines. I also like that story because it's a way people can change. You change. Even a big bad wolf doesn't have to always be a big bad wolf. Just because he's treated like that doesn't mean he has to stay like that. Everybody can change for the better. Right? So maybe think about yourself, you know, if you get too mad. Maybe some of you are stuck at home with brothers or sisters that are getting you mad. They're touching all your stuff. They're doing stuff to you. You know, take some deep breaths and control your body. You might not be able to control them, but you can control how you act towards them, right? All right, so, okay, again, if you were still cutting, just press pause and then finish, and then we're ready to put it together. All right, let me get out my squares. All right, so she's tasting the porridge. So that's towards the beginning. Put it over here. All right. She broke the chair. Maybe over here? I'm not so sure. Okay, she's in the bed. That's towards the end, right? All right, she's sitting on the hard chair. Well, that's before the little chair. Oh, here's the bear's finder. That's at the end. Oh, here she is walking into the house. So I think I have to move everything over a little bit. This one here, this one here, this one here, and here she comes. All right, look pretty good. She's coming in, testing out that porridge, testing out the chairs, breaking the chair, finding just right bed, and of course the bears find her and go, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Somebody's sleeping in my bed and she's still there. All right, so I hope you learned, don't go into people's houses you don't know, right? Don't eat their food. Don't break their chairs, for heaven's sakes. Don't sleep in their beds. That's just weird. Even if they're bears or dinosaurs or squares. You know, think about things before you do, right? Someone came and ate all your food, broke your favorite chair, or was sleeping in your bed, for heaven's sakes. That's just crazy. Well, hopefully she learned her lesson. All right, here we go. It's all together. All right, friends, take a picture of it, scan it in, whatever you need to do, and submit it to Google Classroom. All right, thank you for retelling Goldilocks with me and listening to the Big Bad Wolf Learns Anger Management. Bye-bye.